here and ready to roar.
The following contest is a 5-woman battle royal. Making her way to the ring from Las Vegas, Nevada, Nikita Lyons.
MMA trained at a black belt in Taekwondo at 8 years old.
There's another 8-year-old that could beat you up, Saxton.
Thea is here.
Oh, hell
And
yeah!
her opponents, first, representing Chase University from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Thea Hale.
One of the most impressive and maybe a bit overzealous students to come out of Chase University.
But Thea Hale is dead set on proving that she is a grown woman who can get things done on her own.
Thea Hale is a true ball of energy with endless potential.
She's been living up to that potential and is ready for the next level.
Well, time will tell if she's got the aggression to get there. Well, she's ready to get in there and put someone's lights out.
Well, at least we know Wendy Chu's going to sleep good, no matter the outcome of the match.
And from Chinatown, New York, Wendy Chu.
Wendy Chu, always dressed for comfort, but more than ready for a fight.
And you definitely don't want to get run over by the Wendy Choo-Choo train.
Yes, I do. A real train.
Plans on waking up everyone to her potential.
I disagree. I'd say there's a 50-50 chance she sleepwalks through this one. Fallon Henley is ready to speak her mind and start some fights.
And from Chelsea, Michigan, Fallon Henley.
You have to be careful around Fallon Henley. She'll knock your teeth out and keep them as a souvenir.
You can feel Fallon's focus. She has an incredible intensity and is a one-woman ambush.
I've had the pleasure of calling a lot of Fallon Henley's matches, and I can tell you, she's a straight-up problem for any opponent. Enemies of Blair, beware.
Yeah, she says she's cold, collected, and coming to dominate WWE.
And from Wellington, New Zealand, Blair Davenport.
Always looking to make a statement of superiority and viciousness.
Exerted her dominance as one of the top women in NXT UK and is now looking to take over all of WWE.
Here's a woman who has plans to send a message to the women's locker room every time she steps into the ring.
Yeah, hoping to strike fear in the hearts of the entire division, as she's done in the past.
Has been a master of mind games already, and she's only getting started. Some of the biggest superstars of NXT are all here on Raw in one match. Our GM has outdone herself.
Who among these competitors will be future champions? This is like peeking into a Christmas present early.
I would never peek ahead of my Christmas presents.
Of course you wouldn't, Saxton. Now let's see who comes out on top of this NXT showcase.
Taking things in a different direction now.
This might be ill-advised.
Held in a perilous position.
So ruthless.
It takes a certain level of athleticism to pull that off.
Go behind. German 9.
What now?
Oh, yikes. A stomp to the guts.
Ah, kick.
Nasty kick.
Looks like an elimination is underway. Look at this. Hair pull mat slam. And that is Blair searching for answers.
Lions capitalized on the opportunity.
Battling to stay alive now. Single leg drop kick. And now she's getting back into the ring. The reversal by Chu.
You can't get caught in a hailstorm like that if you want to win.
Great counter. We could have an elimination here. Looking for elimination here.
Fallon Henley has been eliminated.
It's been a long time since the Monday Night Wars, but Raw has not slowed down since.
And as far as I can see, there's no end in sight for the Red Brand.
Not only was that served effectively, but there was a side of humble pie, too. Muay Thai clinch. And a series of vicious knee strikes to the body. I think rage took over in that moment. Nothing but blind rage.
Hair pull mat slam. Wendy is unable to stop any attack.
Now we have to see how tough Wendy truly can be. Turnbuckle's the only thing keeping her upright.
It's been a while. It's over. Nikita Lyons with the victory.
Here is your winner, Nikita Lyons.
Unquestionably a big win here tonight.
That's what happens when you put in the preparation and the training.
Come to congratulate me on a successful show? I was just out back talking to Justine about the successful Battle Royal.
So you didn't see the #1 contender match with Becky and Bayley?
No, that match practically booked itself. Why? Who won? Who are we putting against Bianca at Survivor Series?
We have a problem. Damage Control ran in during the match, and at first it looked like maybe a straightforward DQ victory for Becky, but then she got irked and went after them. And technically the bell rang at some point, but with all the fighting that broke out outside the ring, nobody really won. And we still need a challenger for Bianca. If I may make a meager suggestion, Survivor Series is right around the corner. You may just have to step up as GM and make a decision.
No, we still have one Raw left before Survivor Series. Let's do a rematch. Becky versus Bayley to determine Bianca's challenger.
Do you really think the match will go any differently this time around?
I do. Because as much as it pains me to admit it, you're right about one thing. I need to step up as GM. So I'll be serving as special guest referee.
Our interim GM has arrived in stripes.
The following contest is a special guest referee match. Please welcome the special guest referee for this match, Dangerous Don Ken.
I got a real problem with executives who interject themselves to micromanage everything on the show.
No idea what you're talking about, Corey. Raw's GM is our special guest referee, and the stakes couldn't be higher. The man has arrived.
And the WWE Universe is on their feet.
And the participants. First, from Dublin, Ireland, Becky Lynch.
Won the first ever women's WrestleMania main event. Went on to have so many classic matches. Lynch is truly at the top of her game.
Well, Michael, that's why they call her the man.
About to learn very quickly is this woman how difficult it is to contain damage control.
Difficult? Cole, that might be the understatement of the year. It's practically impossible.
Well, I think it's safe to say there is nothing but trouble on the way.
And representing Damage control from San Jose, California, Bailey!
She is more conniving than ever.
I think you mean cunning. Bailey is a genius tactician.
Always has a scheme in place, some way to get ahead.
Well, certainly won't let the rules stand in her way.
Oh, spare me. Bailey just does what it takes to win. Like her or not, you cannot deny her skill and contributions to this division.
That's true, Corey, because I can't stand her. Our general manager, the captain, promises that we'll have a #1 contender. By the end of this match, will it be Becky Lynch or...
Oh, and soon we could be seeing a submission here. Stunning display of power.
Oh,
Trying to maneuver out and successfully. Oh, wow, impactfully too.
Oh, man. She thinks she has it. And the kick out by Becky Lynch.
She's not going quietly into the good night here, making things very...
Our general manager, the captain, promises that we'll have a #1 contender by the end of this match. Will it be Becky Lynch or Bailey?
We'll know soon enough. And with Cap as special guest referee.
She's going for the cover. Lifts the shoulder up.
Preposterous. Could this ref have counted any slower?
Yeah, I know counting to 3 can be hard, but maybe someone should remind our official that it's part of the job.
That's going to fire you up with anger. And able to beat Bailey to the punch. Oh, God. Pinfall attempt here from Becky Lynch. And she kicks out.
And that was the kind of count you want to see.
Give the ref credit. That's a fair count.
And here's an early cover. No, kicks out in time.
And the referee just doing exactly what she's supposed to do.
Consistency with the cadence. You can't say she wasn't impartial. Nice running crossbody.
Misses on the springboard.
Oof, and all the impact brought to the knee. Ooh, what a forearm club.
Oh, the reversal by Bailey.
Hanging back with their own counter.
Systematic attack on the arm from Becky.
Across the top rope, all the way to the floor.
Knife edge chop.
Solely focused on punishing the leg. And now you have to protect that leg from further harm. You can't finish a match on one good leg alone.
Planning on what to do next.
Right across the larynx.
Ooh, Becky just aggressively going after that arm. Lynch is keeping the pressure on.
Bailey looks unprepared for the full force of Becky's fury.
Taken out with a big exploder. There's a lot of hard ways to land, but that might be the hardest.
Japanese arm drag.
There it is!
Bailey to belly. And into the count. There's two.
Referee showing her true colors with that count.
I think our official forgot about the impartial responsibility that comes with their job.
Hammerlock cinched in, followed by a suplex. Bailey fending that off.
What's coming here? Back exploder into
This could do it. And she's not done yet.
Standard pin count from her there.
No funny business with that count. She just got right down to business.
Counter. And now there's an opening.
Sequence of reversals here. Both superstars clearly studied game tape ahead of time. And met with a right hand. Kick to the back of the knee. Watch this.
Rose plant by Bailey.
Can Bailey take advantage?
Two. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. What kind of count was that? Just
Here is your
god-awful
winner,
officiating.
There wasn't a lot of pomp and circumstance, and that's exactly how Bailey got the job done against Becky Lynch tonight.
Well, that was something.
Hey, you were the one who said I should put my finger on the scale.
Yeah, but I thought that "and don't get caught" part was implied. Guess not.
I wasn't actively trying to get caught.
Too bad you don't have the chance to course correct the championship match before Survivor Series.
But maybe I do.
How? Survivor Series is this weekend. You can't send Becky and Bailey back out there tonight for another rematch.
No, but there's another option. As someone said recently, I'm Miss TBD Rebel, not a lawful good rule follower. And Raw is a 3-hour show. There's an announcement I need to make.
All right, Miss TBD Rebel. Whatever you've got up your sleeve, good luck.
This is the second time we've seen the acting Raw general manager in the ring tonight, but this time she has a special announcement.
Here's hoping this goes more smoothly than her stint as special guest referee.
As GM, I'm not deaf to the concerns of the WWE Universe. Specifically, that my involvement in our #1 contender match earlier tonight may have made it look like management was biased towards Bailey. I assure you, my intent as GM is simply to put on the best show for the WWE Universe. And that applies to not just Raw, but Survivor Series. As such, it is my duty to inform you that Bianca Belair will not be defending the Women's World Championship this weekend.
Bianca's being pulled from Survivor Series?
She will not be defending this weekend because it's clear Bailey and Becky Lynch are not done yet. I just hope they have allies to rally to their side. 8 fighters,
2 teams of 4. War Games!
War Games at Survivor Series? I'm not missing this one.
Well, we're paid to be there, Saxton.
I know, but it's still incredibly exciting.
You really did it this time, didn't you, you dummy?
I'm sorry you're not getting the championship match at Survivor Series, but I'm the GM and this is my call.
Should have just booked the War Games match from the start, honestly. Want to be on my team?
Why do you want me on your team?
I think it's pretty clear from your time as GM that you've been going into business for yourself here and just doing whatever you can to scrape by. And that's exactly what I look for in damage control. So what do you say? Join me, Dakota, and Io in the fight to secure my WWE Women's World Championship match?
I'll get back to you.
I'm still not over what you did in my match with Bailey. But thank you for making it right.
Glad we're okay.
We are, and I respect your hustle. You've made a lot of bold choices since coming to WWE. It's one of the reasons I want you to be on my War Games team.
Really?
I like your instincts, especially when you get in trouble and have to think quickly on your feet. Heck, I even trust your instincts. Team with me, and I'll let you pick the rest of the War Games team.
Let me think about it.
Hey, I've been looking for you. I thought we were gonna meet outside of catering.
Turns out I was pretty busy in here. Both Becky and Bailey want me to be on their War Games team.
You can't be serious. You loused this up so badly, and they both want you on their team?
What can I say? I'm a catch.
I swear, there's something in the water around here that allows you to walk away from the consequences of your actions unscathed. I'm sure putting yourself into the main event while you're also acting GM will be no different.
Thanks for another great promoter lecture.
Look, I know you're gonna do it anyway. Who are you teaming with?
Becky had a good argument, but I'm teaming with Bailey. Damage control is a force, and I want to work with them.
Can't wait for you to get absolutely no flack for putting yourself into the match that you set up.
The following contest is the Women's War Games match! The rules of the match are as follows. 2 teams will be contained in separate cages, with 1 member of each team starting the match. At regular intervals, alternating members from each team will be released to enter the match. The first member to enter will come from the advantaged team. Once all competitors have entered, War Games officially begins! The match can be won by pinfall or submission. exiting the cage will result in a forfeit. Now, let the War Games begin!
Cap wanted a war, and now she has one.
Introducing first, from Boston, Massachusetts, Dangerous Dawn Chen.
Cap has to be the worst general manager in Raw history. She puts herself in war games, and I heard it wasn't even her idea.
Rumors aren't facts, Corey. And besides, anyone who competes in this type of match deserves our respect.
Two sides are about to battle with a title opportunity on the line. The man is going to war.
And from Dublin, Ireland, Becky Lynch.
Becky Lynch has been trying to claw her way to the championship since she came back to Raw, and this could be the last step on her way.
The captain and Bayley's team is going to do anything to stop her.
You can hear the tanks rumbling because it's almost time for war. War Games is a match with no rival. 2 rings, 1 giant cage, and 8 superstars ready to risk it all for the big victory.
Not only is pride on the line here, Cole, but depending on which team wins, we're going to have either Becky Lynch or Bayley as the #1 contender to Bianca Belair's title.
That's true, but first things first, no one in this match should be looking past the goal of surviving War Games.
What a counter. Beautiful suplex.
Stomp after stomp after stomp. The proverbial mud hole has been stomped, and now it's time to walk it dry.
Sidewalk slam.
Momentum is running away from Becky fast.
Lynch is going to have to dig down deep here. Big forearm.
Uh-oh, this is not going to end well. Crash landing, powerbomb.
No muss, no fuss on that delivery. Someone clearly doesn't want this match to go on much longer than it has to.
The power, the strength, and now just pressing.
That is something else. Rough landing. She saw it coming. A great amount of force sends her all the way to the other ring.
It's about to be an uphill battle for one team once this clock hits 0.
There's the crucifix, nicely done.
And she's able to fight Lynch off.
Here they come, looking to give their team the upper hand as soon as possible.
Bang! What a move! Giving her team the advantage, but she's looking for her own advantage now. Looks like they're bringing additional firepower with them into what is now essentially a handicap match. Oh my, what a splash! Set up in the corner of the ring.
And now officially in the fray. It pays to be coming in and have more friends than foes in the cage.
returns the favor there.
Uh-oh. Yokosuka cutter.
Oh, shot right to the kidney. And with his coming entrant, the teams will officially be evened up.
That's probably not how she wanted to get from one ring to another.
Door swings open and out they come. And their team can definitely use their help.
Oh, big thud coming from the steel trash can.
Lands the trash can. Underhook. Just one right after the other. Can't be stopped. Oh, gonna tap out here.
She fights her way out of the armbar.
She gets launched all the way to the other ring.
Flying.
This is not gonna end well.
Oh, an exploder suplex.
Uh-oh, forearm's gonna cut off the wind. Guillotine applied. This one
The guillotine locked in. This is all. That was an incredible counter.
Look at this, just stop after stop after stop. Falcon arrow.
Whoa! She just chucked her over to the other ring.
The countdown hurtling towards a shift to the status quo.
Nice.
And Bayley connected nicely there.
Gentlemen, the advantage has officially shifted.
Dominating shoulder tackle.
I guess she plans to add injury to insult. Bayley setting her up. And some effective offense with that one.
Has Bayley ended it there?
From the
Up high. Adding some extra spice to the numbers advantage by coming in armed to the teeth.
looking to end this.
Bayley looking at this one. This might do it if it connects. Is that what it takes to beat Charlotte? Is it enough for Bayley?
Into the cage now, and the numbers advantage is locked in.
And that was offense with a hurtful purpose.
Dodges the attack just a smidge quicker.
Big time power. Big splash. Waistlock. That's another focused attack to her torso area.
And a heck of a DDT we just witnessed.
Man, what a hit.
Oh, my God.
Things will get back to an even playing field with the next entrant.
Double the attack.
Backbreaker.
And here we go. They're on a mission to save the day and won't be stopped.
Bayley just mocking her now.
She's just letting her know what she really thinks about her.
And now, guys, this is a very concerning development. The referee needs to examine the situation.
Now, this is the result of constant attacks to the torso area. Uh-oh, I don't like this idea one bit. No good read
To the sky.
Ooh, man.
Oh, man.
Ooh, got clipped on a thrown kendo stick.
And each of these lethal maneuvers have got to be taking a toll.
Oh, man, a kendo shot to the head. That can't feel good. She's reached the top of the War Games cage. But what now?
No, 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 no.
I can't even wrap my head around what kind of If you're on the opposite side of this entry, you are bracing for a fight.
Going over, Cozy clutch applied. Well, this isn't going to win the fall, but it's going to do a lot of damage.
And she...
From the top, there comes Bayley.
Down on the ground, getting pummeled by that hammer. Oh, from the top.
Target is set on Natty. She's in peril.
These are the kind of attacks that completely throw off your equilibrium.
This is just getting uncomfortable at this point.
And you never want to count a competitor out, but there seems to be no signs of defense right now.
These are dangerous attacks on their own, but now the damage is exponentially multiplied.
Going up high.
This may pay off big time. It could lead to disaster. Can't work. Then don't. Everyone else. Sky.
Lynch is holding in. The timer is running out, and this next competitor
Taking flight. Sky can be looking to end this.
Dakota can't come back from that. Kick to the gut. Just a second.
Rose plant. Is it enough for Bayley?
Clothesline. What impact. Oh, no. Driving down with the sledgehammer. Any one of these attacks could cause irreparable damage, but I don't think you can come back. Dakota Kai setting up her opponent. GTK. Dakota Kai. Crucifix chokehold lock.
a couple of knees and then another one, and that'll force the break.
Running leg drop. Kai sidestepped out.
Here we go again. Oh, gut scratching and clawing. This could be it.
It's off the pin at two.
Really had less than a second to stay alive there.
What's coming next?
A back suplex.
Big elbow.
This could do it.
Coming to the rescue.
Back to Stratton.
Ooh, what a forearm club. Double face buster.
That's gotta be it. Oh no, I thought it was over.
Oh, grief, this is chaotic. Come on, ref.
And a rough landing, but she'll get some space in the other ring.
Dakota Kai, kick to the ribs.
The chiropractor. Wow. And that can vanquish. She's trying one more time.
She's got it. Got her shoulders down. She gets the shoulder up.
She just won't stay down. Oh, and she got out of there. Systematic.
Bayley looking to end this. This might do it.
There's the rose plant. Is Bayley closing this out?
Quick count out after one.
Unbelievable display of will in the late stages of this matchup.
Shoulders down. This could be the one that does it for her. Kicking out in time.
That is just pure instinct at this point.
She just will not give up, Cole.
Set up for the...
She propels her from the pin and the win.
Yes. And she's able to stop the count early.
Late in the match, but somehow has the incomparable power to kick out before the 1 count.
Looking for the victory. 2. And a major victory in her career tonight.
Here are your winners, Dangerous, Dawn, Ken, Bayley, Io Sky, and Dakota Kai.
Another win. You can see why she's been called the captain in promotions all over the world.
Well, it's one thing to lead a bunch of freaks fighting in warehouses. It's quite another to rise through the ranks of WWE.
They won't leave this match the same people they went in as, but they will leave victorious. And depending on whom you ask, that is all that matters.
Bayley and the captain are still celebrating their epic War Games victory.
And why wouldn't they? You're now looking at the #1 contender for the Women's World Championship and the GM who put her in that position.
This will go a long way in shaping the future of the women's division on Raw.
Shotzi?
Is that a full-size tank?
Oh my God, Shotzi came prepared. I guess she graduated into something larger.
She's not stopping.
This is gonna be bad.
I don't want to watch, but I can't take my eyes off what's about to happen.
Shotzi just picked up speed. She's gonna rail the cage. Into the side.
Down they go. This is bad.
I can't believe what just happened.
We need some help out here, fast.
Whatever her issue was, Shotzi took things way too far here tonight.
What the hell was Shotzi doing? I've had no problem with her.
Yeah, I may have something to do with that. Oops.
Oops? I'm going to be out for months. Is that really all you have to say?
How about oops? I got carried away booking matches, but forgetting to manage people. At least that seems to be the case, based on what I've pieced together.
You're back.
I was having a splendid time communing with the blue-footed booby of the Galapagos. But then, I caught wind of a few questionable developments. We should talk.
I swear, I had it all under control.
I watched Shotzi crash a tank into the War Games cage.
Fair point.
And perhaps, even more egregiously, you announce War Games without me. That's my thing. I announce War Games.
I'm sorry?
Respectfully, you're fired from being Raw GM.
I accept.
It wasn't a question. All that being said, with our newly minted #1 contender injured, we still need a challenger for Bianca. You know, what you've consistently failed to nail down. I hate rewarding you for this mess. But I'm a much better GM than you are, so I'm going to make the right choice for the show. And unfortunately, there's someone who helped lead her team to victory who's rightfully next in line for the opportunity. You'll be getting the championship match against Bianca Belair on the next Raw.
Here we go with this so-called major announcement.
I'm afraid this is a good news, bad news kind of night. And I've always been a bad news first kind of girl. So here goes. With our fearless leader, William Regal, returned, looking quite tan, might I add, the time has come for me to step down as your Raw General Manager.
I actually thought she did a great job, guys.
Are you kidding me, Byron?
At least it was exciting.
All right, so there may have been some mixed opinions on my stint as GM, but I'm sure that's only because we all know where I really belong, which is fighting in a WWE ring.
Not sure that's the only reason.
Which is why I'm pleased to announce, given Bayley's unfortunate medical status, at the hands of someone who William Regal has assured me will be dealt with, the Real Suits have decided to name a new #1 contender for the Women's World Championship. Me!
Huge news for the Women's World title.
And that championship match is happening right now!
After all the confusion around Survivor Series, we're finally getting to see Bianca defend her championship.
So, Bianca Belair, let's...
This woman just will not stop coming after the captain.
If her grievance was big enough to get her to take down the War Games cage in a tank, did you really expect her to let it go?
Hey there, friend.
Give it a rest, Shotzi. Haven't you done enough at this point?
I think what you meant to say is, thank you for making me #1 contender, Shotzi. Sorry you hurt your leg in that unfortunate tank incident.
Wait. How did you get hurt when you were driving the tank? Is this really all because I didn't give you proper credit for your terribly original idea of let's have a War Games match at Survivor Series?
And didn't even put me in the match. But no, this isn't an isolated incident. This, apparently, is just what you do. Playing in other people's sandboxes, stealing other people's ideas, and jumping every line. You may have William Regal fooled, but not me, and not the locker room.
Oh, I'm sure, Shotzi.
Cutting lines might work in TBD, but in WWE, there are consequences.
Becky Lynch?
That's Becky's music. But where is she?
Is Shotzi just playing mind games here? Becky Lynch from behind!
Shotzi's found an ally who's not okay with being skipped over for a Women's World Championship match.
I don't blame her. It was supposed to be either Bayley or Becky. Cap weaseled in there.
Wait, we're getting a call from the back. This is an official match. Here we go. We thought it was all over at War Games, but Cap getting named #1 contender apparently upset certain members of the locker room.
Yeah, at least the ones who felt they were more deserving coming out of that War Games match.
Either way, Bianca Belair just got a night off while two of her possible future opponents are going to tear each other apart. The Women's World Champion is the real winner here. Well-delivered suplex.
Catches the kick.
Legs trapped. What's next? What power! Thunderous powerbomb. Being able to pull that off, no one is going to question if you skip going to the gym today.
And Becky's confidence looked rocked after that. Clothesline!
All the way up. The crash landing powerbomb.
Now that's what you call impact. Big splash.
Becky has lost any momentum here.
Becky's fighting spirit needs to cause a change here. Sent into the corner.
And again!
I do not see this match going on much longer with too many more moves like that from them.
You have got to be in elite physical condition to pull off something like that.
On the Falcon Arrow. A constant assault from her here.
Yeah, she continues to maintain the leverage here.
Answer after answer for each other's offense here. Rapid fire kicks in the corner. Speed and precision.
Practically never-ending blows coming at full force here.
Uh-oh. Looks like Becky Lynch could be done for.
We're about to see how tough she really is.
Choke slam! Uh-oh. Good defense.
She flips it back on her.
Big foot.
Oh, here it comes.
Oh, knee right to
Can that keep Becky down?
The cover! An incredible victory for the captain here tonight.
She certainly solidified her position as the #1 contender.
Shotzi from behind with that crutch.
What the heck? She claimed she was injured.
She was just pulling all our legs, Cole.
Shotzi laying the boots in now.
Compared to the Tank, this is nothing.
Finally, the referee getting control of the situation.
She's using that crutch on her throat. Shotzi wasn't done.
Russian leg sweep with the crutch.
At least Shotzi's made her point now, and we can finally get on to the business of the Women's World Championship next week.
I'm not so sure, Byron.
Neither am I. Based on what Shotzi said earlier, I doubt that this satisfied her desire for revenge. She's on a mission.
Does it look smaller?
Huh?
That's what kids always say when they come back home, right? They go off to the great wide world, come home, and everything looks small. Haven't seen you around here much lately.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe a little smaller? I was in the neighborhood. Figured I'd stop in to get a few reps in before my big match with Bianca.
Shotzi's not also in the neighborhood, is she? You know my insurance doesn't cover tanks.
I don't think you have to worry. Tanks don't get great gas mileage, so she probably won't come crashing through the wall. No promises, though.
And just when I was starting to feel nostalgic about you breaking things around here. How are you feeling after that crutch attack?
I'm fine. Can you believe Shotzi's still bitter you didn't book her in TBD? And now she's turning it into a whole thing about how I stole her so-called War Games idea.
In fairness, it's you who didn't want to book her.
What? Really?
I believe your words at the time were, "I'm not impressed."
That does sound like me. But I was probably just being flippant.
Being flippant without thinking that your actions could actually have consequences? Yeah, definitely you. Then, on purpose or not, Shotzi effectively brings you up to the big leagues, and instead of any sort of thanks, you steamroll right into a fantastical whirlwind tour of all things WWE.
Let's be fair. I didn't steamroll right away. And Shotzi brought me to Raw so she could make an example of me.
Maybe, but is that also why she pitched you the idea for a War Games match when you were GM? A match you thought was a good enough idea to book but then shut her out of?
I never said it was my idea. Besides, it wasn't a groundbreaking suggestion, and everything worked out.
Right, because I'm sure the WWE Universe saw the superstar GM announce the War Games match, put herself in it, and then thought, who else can I give credit to for setting up this awesome main event? It worked out for you. And now you get a championship match against Bianca Belair. Shotzi? Not so much.
Jeez, whose side are you on, Geneva?
You know whose side I'm on. That's why I gotta be straight with you, to make sure you get your head right so you can take that title from Bianca.
You know, after ignoring WWE for so long, becoming their champion is the only thing I can dream of.
This is a moment of destiny for a woman who spent years crisscrossing the world and honing her skills before finally arriving in the big leagues of WWE.
You can really feel the electricity in the arena, Michael.
Waiting on the champion here.
It's obvious Bianca's playing mind games with her opponent.
Oh boy, here we go again.
Shotzi's vendetta against the #1 contender continues.
And it looks like she's had about enough of it.
No, guys, it's not what you think. I have a seriously heartwarming announcement. Bianca Belair can't be here tonight.
This is the second time the #1 contenders match has been called off.
No, I told you, it's actually heartwarming. Bianca was wrapping up an appearance at a nearby community center before the show when suddenly, out of nowhere, 3 buses of adorable children from a local school showed up, excited to meet the Women's World Champion. And you know how Bianca is. She wouldn't leave until everyone got a picture and an autograph. How those buses showed up just in time to prevent Bianca from making it here for her championship match tonight, we may never know. But Bianca just couldn't leave those sweet children hanging. Are you seriously booing children? Wow, what a bloodthirsty bunch you all are. I did feel bad that you didn't have a match anymore tonight, though. Oh no, it's not me. I have the night off from in-ring action, just like at War Games. But these 3 women do not.
Oh my, the Cap has history with all these women.
And we're getting word from the truck that she'll be facing them in a fatal 4-way.
I think she said to bring it on.
Easy to say, harder to survive. Shotzi's curated a formidable challenge for the #1 contender.
Honestly, I'm just impressed that Shotzi managed to curate this match and 3 busloads of children in the same day.
What? That was Shotzi?
For God's sakes, catch up, Byron. Nonetheless, this is going to be a huge fatal 4-way contest here on Raw. Like you said, Corey, Cap definitely has a target on her back due to her history with these 3 other superstars.
I'm just wondering, after all these false starts, if Cap will ever make it to her title match with Bianca Belair.
I think that's Shotzi's exact goal, Saxton.
Exploder! Amazing how smooth that looked. Must be hitting the weight room hard if you can suplex that much weight.
This is just brute power. What a German suplex.
Big splash.
Oh, man, what a shining wizard.
Morgan's starting to think she might have this one in the bag. Oh, my gosh.
Telling her opposition, you are way out of your depth here. Everyone needs to get out of the way of this fight. This feels so unsafe.
This match is spilled out to the ringside area, and as we can see, tension's really running high now.
Yeah, we should probably clear the way, guys.
Uh-oh. Impressive defense stops Ripley. Blade! Nicely done. And all of Ripley's ring experience is being tested a bit here. Leg suplex.
Making it look easy. I can't believe it. Somehow able to find the leverage and get it done.
Adding a level of insult with that kind of physicality.
Looking for the
Power with a sidewalk slam.
Clearly had a strategy going on there with the attention on the leg.
Double knee face breaker. She can end it here. And the referee stops the count before 2.
I can't believe the ref didn't get 2 here.
You can feel the resentment building with each stomp there. What a hit from Asuka. And it had to have taken maximum effort to lift their opponent like that. Oh, roundhouse kick. Oh, holding the wrist and... Uh-oh, headbutt. Nothing fancy there. And now she delivers her back into the ring. The power of a deadlift into a military press. Wow. Working around the ring. And a slam.
Oh, could this be it? Oh, my goodness, what a knee strike. And Ripley felt every bit of that.
Oh, look at this.
Inverted scoop slam.
And an impactful display of offense we just witnessed there. How's that for a counter? Down with a suplex. Big splash.
Perfect Falcon Arrow.
And there was some force on that move.
Watch out.
She comes up empty.
Sidekick on the mark. Ooh, point of the elbow counters that. Waistlock. Flash.
Time to go for a ride. Exploder suplex.
And she's gone after her opponent's core a few times now. Ooh, stiff punch.
Once more, setting it up. Oh, and a knee to the face.
There won't be any coming back for Asuka now.
It wasn't enough. She kicked out.
Asuka put everything she had into that kick out, showing everyone it's going to take more to put her away.
That was a great opportunity to put this one away, but it slipped right through her fingers. What's she waiting for? She's looking more focused on gesturing rather than... Here we go.
What a face buster. If this works, it could change the course of the match.
Incoming!
Oh my goodness, what an impactful STO.
Is it enough? The cover! And the referee gets caught in the line of fire.
Wow, springboard attack. The jumping complete shot is first. Can Liv put things away here?
Oh, tracking the kendo stick across the head.
Hoping to end it here.
And that does it. Beats the odds and gets the fatal four-way win.
Here is your winner, Rhea Ripley!
What an explosive fatal four-way.
And as...
It was you, wasn't it? You're the reason I'm missing my championship match with Bianca. Again!
Oh, it's hardly my fault. Your car service was way too willing to accommodate your new itinerary. You know, they really should have some sort of security on that. Figured the least I could do was play hooky from Raw 2 so we could have a little chat.
You really want to do this here?
Fight in an airport lounge? Absolutely not. They'd never let me back in, and I love their little mini cupcakes too much. I just want what's mine.
What exactly is that, Shotzi? I can't go back in time and hire you at TBD. I can't go back and put you in War Games. Your obsession with me is unhealthy.
What's unhealthy is theft. And I'm not just talking about war games. You may have gotten a free pass from Regal to waltz around WWE, ripping off other people's ideas, moves, and gear, but you didn't get a free pass from me. You're the #1 contender. That should be me. Put it on the line in a match. Win or lose, we are done after that.
If it means never having to deal with your BS again, fine, you're on. But only because there's no way I lose.
A leader in or out of the ring. The captain.
The following contest is a Falls Count Anywhere match. Making her way to the ring from Boston, Massachusetts, Dangerous Dawn Chen.
Cap looks like she is itching to throw hands tonight.
Then she's come to the right place. Her opponent wants nothing more than to take that big indie reputation and drag it through the mud.
Cap is on a mission tonight.
I'm so excited because here comes the TCB tank.
And from Oakland, California, Shotzi!
Byron, one of the most unique women superstars in history, but she is quickly growing in popularity.
Yeah, and quickly earned success too, Michael. Shotzi's a former NXT Tag Team Champion and nearly defeated Ronda Rousey for the SmackDown Women's title. Shotzi is all about going balls to the wall.
This young woman is always ready to go to battle to give everything she's got in the process. From the moment the captain arrived in WWE, Shotzi has had it out for her. Now they finally meet again to settle their issues.
This goes back even further to the independent scene. It's a long-standing grudge that transitioned to WWE and then was punctuated with a tank attack.
It seems like a Falls Count Anywhere match is a perfect way for these two to wrap up their long-time battle.
Oh, what a kick. Boom! Ah, striking with a knee. Beautiful suplex. And Shotzi is being taken apart here.
Shotzi has to find an opening and respond.
Climbing the turnbuckle now.
Oh, look out. You gotta be kidding me. From ring post to ringside, risking it all paid off.
Shotzi holds her off. Drop kick finds the spot.
Running elbow drop.
Right to the heart. Waist lock.
Look at this, just
What a barrage of stomps.
and repeated impacts like that will weaken you mentally as much as it does physically.
Momentum now on her side.
Yeah, she's really being the aggressor lately.
Up for the electric chair, down for the drop. Ooh!
Oh, this is gonna hurt. Dominator.
And the cover for the win.
This is it.
After years of antagonism, Cap has finally put Shotzi behind her. What a win.
I don't think Shotzi got the memo, Saxton. She's not gonna take this insult lying down.
Spear out of nowhere from Bianca Belair.
The Women's World Champion just obliterated Shotzi.
Looks like Bianca's just as tired of Shotzi's shenanigans as anyone.
And now the champion and the #1 contender are facing off.
We may not have to wait for a match. This could jump off right here.
It's finally happening. The #1 contender and the Women's World Champion will finally go one-on-one.
It's about darn time.
This is going to be an epic clash for that championship, and I can't wait to see it.
Thanks for having my back out there.
I was annoyed. Honestly, I think the whole WWE universe was.
So, guess this means we're finally gonna get our match, huh?
You're pretty excited for someone who's about to get handled.
I see how it is. Well, you just go ahead and underestimate me, champ.
Oh, I don't underestimate you at all. I've seen your stuff on the indies. I know you can go, but so can I.
You've watched my indie matches? I didn't know you'd be into that.
What? Just because I started wrestling at WWE and never had an independent run doesn't mean I can't appreciate what you did there. I mean, that dive off the balcony against La Congrejita Loca? Wild. Self-destructive and probably ill-advised, but wild.
Man, if you had ever been a free agent when I was in TBD, I would have gladly jumped off a balcony against you too.
That sounds like a blast. Except I'm the one who would have been doing the jumping. Don't get me wrong, I'm happy with how it came up, but I do sometimes wonder what an indie career would have been like for me. It sounds like an adventure.
Huh.
What?
Just gets me thinking about our match.
About whether I'm going to pin or submit you?
No, well, not exactly. Someone recently pointed out that I was lucky enough to experience a fantastical whirlwind tour when I got to WWE. I got to have the adventure. I'm wondering if I should pay it forward.
What do you have in mind?
You're confident you're gonna beat me anyway, right?
Anytime, any place.
I was really hoping you'd say that.
You want to do what?
It's just going to be 2 matches.
Best of 3 series. So yeah, it might go 2 if Bianca really has no fight in her.
It'll probably go 2. That's as many as I need.
It's not the best of 3 series that gives me pause. It's the locales. It is the usual custom to defend the WWE Women's World Championship on WWE TV.
Sure, we could do that if we want to stick with what's comfortable. Or, get this, we fight for the Women's World Championship in the coolest indie arenas around.
Japan? Mexico? We could even go back to your old stomping grounds in the UK. Honestly, sounds like a great way to push that grassroots international exposure you business types are always talking about.
And you know what else it sounds like?
Oh, I'm positive you'll tell me.
It sounds like a big swing. It sounds like taking advantage of every opportunity on the table. And it sounds like doing something different without being afraid to fail.
I know what you're getting at, and I'm not sure I like you turning my words back on me.
I'm sorry to interject, but this is ridiculous. It's unheard of. Allowing a WWE champion to defend at these underground indie shows? Untelevised? What about the advertisers?
Advertisers? Really?
I'm afraid Troy makes an excellent point. Marketing will hate this.
See?
Fortunately, this is not a marketing company. This is a professional wrestling company. A professional wrestling company that's going to take a swing, and whose general manager cannot wait to get on the road. The only question is, where to first?
Don't look at me. This is your world. I'm just the adventuring tourist who gets to hit you, wherever you so choose.
It may be my world, but I say we make it your world to start. What if we go back to your old territory? Match 1 at Club UK.
God save the king.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Boston, Massachusetts, Dangerous Kid!
see the WWE Women's World Champion, Bianca Belair.
Dear, dear, dear. That cannot have gone as you'd hoped.
No. Everything went exactly according to my plan of getting hit in the face a bunch.
Are you regretting giving Bianca the invitation into the Indies?
Not at all. I miss the intimacy of a smaller show, the interaction with the fans. Just didn't expect Bianca to pull the same energy from the crowd quite as easily as she did.
Bianca got very comfortable very quickly.
If she had come up in the Indies, I would have wanted her for TBD. But that's not gonna stop me from beating her at our next stop.
Which raises the question, where to next on this great tour of the world?
I've been giving that some thought, with an ice pack on my jaw. Bianca hits hard, and so do I. So let's go to the home of strong style, Japan.
Sure, if you buy at the Japanese steakhouse we always go to.
Deal. That feels like a fitting celebration once I beat Bianca. But only the food. I'm not buying you another jacket.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Boston, Massachusetts, Dangerous Chin! Tennessee, the WWE Women's World Champion, Bianca Belair. here is your winner, Dangerous Kid!
Ladies, it appears that you two will be going to a final match.
Fitting, really. Winning that championship will be even sweeter after going the full series.
Don't get cocky. No way you beating me twice in a row.
Before you two launch into a witty repartee, I have an update. I've just spoken to the suits in Stamford. They have thoughts.
Well, that's never good.
Word of your genuinely marvelous matches has spread, and so has the buzz. They were insistent that the next match will be on WWE television.
They want us to do the match on Raw? You promised us we could see this through in indie arenas.
Indeed I did, so I reached an agreement. We will be producing a portion of next week's Raw live from the location of your final match.
Oh, wow. Listen, I know this is a stretch, but how would you both feel about having the match at
TBD? Yes, a surprising and unexpected suggestion from you. Which is why I have already given instructions for the road crew to meet us there.
Wow, it's gonna be super embarrassing to lose on your home turf, but I, for one, am here for it. One idea, though.
What's that?
With everything I know about TBD, and since it's the final match, kinda seems like it should be no DQ, right?
Bianca Belair? You have no idea what you just asked for. Deal. Geneva is gonna freak. Wow.
I'll second that wow. And raise you a hot damn.
They really got to work in here, didn't they? Can you believe it?
After the hectic morning I've had with the crew to get this set up, I can. Had to yell at some guy named Troy a lot. He kept wanting to cover up the TBD signage with Raw logos entirely.
Sounds like Troy. I'm really glad that I could do this for you, Geneva. For us. Did you ever imagine that we'd be here?
Honestly, you main eventing a TBD show feels pretty familiar to me. This one just has more logos.
You know what I mean? This is different. Later tonight, I'm gonna win the WWE Women's World Championship in the house we built.
Living the dream. Hey, you get ready. I've got some contracts to look at.
Same as always. But seriously, don't get too caught up in paperwork that you forget to enjoy yourself tonight. This is big. Big, big.
I know. It is. And I won't. But I also know you'll enjoy this enough for the both of us. Good luck out there.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE Women's World Championship.
It's a TBD homecoming for the captain.
You can see the emotion all over Cap's face. We are tied in this best-of-3 series, and she wants to win it at home.
That might be the daydream, but the nightmare comes when she loses it all in front of her hometown crowd. Can the prodigal daughter return home and win the Women's World Championship? The EST of WWE has come to TBD.
Do you think Bianca's got jitters here tonight, competing out of her element on the captain's home turf?
Bianca Belair is a world-class athlete and superstar, no matter what the venue. I think she'll be just fine.
Bianca wants to show everyone in TBD why she's the EST.
Introducing the challenger from Boston, Massachusetts, Dangerous Kid! And her opponent from Knoxville, Tennessee, the WWE Women's World Champion, Bianca Belair!
The referee letting our competitors take one final look at what this match will be all about. The decorated Women's World Championship.
It's the main event of WWE at TBD. The title is at stake as TBD Original Cap takes on Bianca Belair in a rubber match for the Women's World Championship.
A WWE title defended all over the world, and now at a U.S. indie promotion? I never would have believed it.
Well, believe that despite the feel-good story, Cap has a huge challenge ahead of her to walk away champion here tonight.
Splash. And Belair is being broken down.
Belair is not gauging the situation accurately. And the knee.
Great reaction from Belair.
Bianca's finally able to slow all that incoming offense.
Maybe Belair's found a new source of aggression to battle back with. Waistlock.
Suplex. Paying it right back with a reversal. Goodness, that hurt the shoulder.
Knees up, saw it coming, and was laying in wait.
Sling blade!
Looking for the suplex all the way up. Look at this power. Oh, no. Escapes, and a chop block takes him down.
Bianca gets rescinded right back. The champ not looking great right now.
And hanging tough, but beginning to show some wear and tear. Might want to think about picking up the pace a bit.
German suplex! Woo. Uh-oh.
Yokosuka cutter!
The champion's down, the champion's down.
Oh my God, we're gonna have a new champion.
Oh, close call makes the champ nervous.
This is no time to hesitate. You can feel the end coming.
Big splash.
Bianca's certainly fighting from behind now.
Bianca needs to figure things out.
Oh, here we go. Oh, knee to the jaw.
We can have a new champion.
Cover. Oh, she kicked out.
That was a matter of a fraction of a second.
I don't know if there's more frustration or desperation in the ring now, knowing that you've tried to end this and failed.
Uh-oh, time to fly.
Oh, God. And now she's climbing to the top turnbuckle.
Launching.
Shooting star press. Cover. 2 count. And just like that, this journey for the woman they call the Captain reaches a conclusion with a victory over Bianca Belair.
Hey, this is no 70,000-seat stadium, but on this night, in this small theater, this audience feels like WrestleMania.
Well, there's nothing like WrestleMania, but I think it means a little bit more to this superstar that her first championship win happened here.
A full circle moment, Corey. This woman has followed a long and winding road that brought her back to her beginning.
What's next for this superstar? This WWE champion? The sky's the limit.
What's Bayley doing here?
Bayley was the #1 contender until she got injured after War Games.
Bayley's not moving like she's injured now. What does she want?
What do you think, Saxton?
No, 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 no. Not in my ring.
TBD promoter Geneva Rose is not having it.
I get she's ride or die with our new champion, but what's she gonna do to stop Bayley?
You got WWE problems. Go settle them on WWE time. Because believe me when I say, if anyone tries to interrupt my best friend's hard-won moment, it's gonna be me.
No, they've been friends for years.
Don't trust anybody.
This is an assault.
This is karma, Saxton. You can only step on so many people before you pay the piper.
And she's paying now, but for what?
Thanks for coming home, Cap. It was so generous for you to put this show together for me. I know you think I'm slumming it around here, but you forget that I'm proud of what we built together. And I know you're used to taking the credit for everything. So I thought it was important for me to make an appearance tonight, to set the record straight. You'd be nothing without me. Let me be clear. I am not just some best friend side character in your hero's journey. What do you think I've been doing since you left? Sitting around and just following your career with rapt attention? You moved on. I didn't. And I've been putting everything I have into growing TBD. So, when Bayley approached me, I was more than happy to help turn your moment into my moment.
You can feel the bitterness from Geneva Rose, the jealousy.
Recognize this? The contract we wrote in the diner when we first started TBD. Yeah, I had it framed. Thought it was a nice touch. Especially now, Because according to this legally binding document, you're still signed exclusively to TBD. You can't work anywhere else. You can't be champion anywhere else. And you belong to me.
But she's a WWE superstar.
Not according to Geneva Rose.
See you next week, Cap. Don't be late.